The great regret, which is what I think we will refer this as years down the line when women have realized that selling your balloon knot online really is the mark of the beast. And men care. And so do jobs. Pretty much everybody cares if you sell your body online. So women are starting to regret it in droves. It's getting funny.
Was there a time you regretted making an OnlyFans, or let's generalize to going into the industry?
That's a question I hear. Like, I can tell when someone isn't fully accepting of me when they're like, well, what are you going to do when you're not cute and anymore? Or they're like, what are you going to do after?
I don't think I've seen anybody that has bigger than their head.
Aren't you worried that you're never going to be able to do anything
Yeah, like,
else
what's
with your life?
plan?
Basically, like, why are you throwing your
Life away.
Yeah. And I'm just like, I never looked at it like that.
They never do. This is why I always say, as men, we have to think about the end game. You got to begin with the end in mind. These women are thinking 2 feet in front of themselves.
I save my money. I invest my money. I could start my own business. I could do any type of work I wanted to. I could go get whatever degree.
You're a liar!
I wanted to. Now that
degrees, people confuse competency with compensation so much in today's world, thinking you need a degree. Bro, you don't need a degree. The thing is, the value in chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The value of the degree has gone down because guess what? Everybody has one. When everybody has something, it's not as exclusive. Therefore, the value goes down. If I was to give everybody $1 million, $1 million ain't that much money. That's how a degree is.
Mentally, I was just burning out. And I started realizing, like, in order to keep this money coming, I have to keep exposing my body.
What's crazy is that on the left is the same as that on the right. Women really be rat fishing.
Over and over and over again. I'm running to the stores to get lingerie, to get baby suits, to get this, to get that. Like, I'm doing it so much. I never had clothes on Instagram. It was to the point where I was getting so tired that I would only just make sure I had enough just to pay the bills. I was like, on the designer, clothes, trying to get jewelry and all of that. Like, I was just so drained from what I was doing. In the beginning, it was cool. First couple of months or the first year, I would say, you just, like, whatever, until it starts getting old. And my job, I tell you,
the thing is, even though it is basically online prostitution, it's still work. You still got to get out there, take them pictures, Rebecca. Get in that lingerie, do that work. You can't just be lazy. And see, a lot of these women just want to be lazy. They do lonely because they think it's easy money, which in the beginning, I believe it probably is for a lot of more popular people and maybe women that have certain, features. Maybe it's easier for them, but then it becomes work. It's just like with YouTube. Like, you think it's easy for me to record every single day and make sure a video goes up. It's not easy. Some days you're sick, and I've recorded. You guys have seen me. Some days I record when I'm sick. So there's days you don't want to work, but you still got to work. You got to put up that content.
Get naked on there. I'm not doing nothing crazy. So it's like, the thing is, it's only so much of what you can do. And I'm not about to take it further. It's not that deep to me, but I can still make money off literally doing nothing. But it started just hitting a point where I was just like, I don't want to do this no more. I was trying to do music, dating out here also, or just whatever the case may be, just meeting people, normal people, trying to make friends or whatever the case may be. And I knew 100% what I was doing wasn't the right thing, but it reflected in so much of the type of people I was attracting, or it reflected so much in me trying to build relationships with people out here, or me trying to network out here. Nobody took me serious. Every man.
Why would you? I can see your balloon knot for $4.99. I could literally subscribe and see your chocolate starfish for a couple of dollars. This is why I say if you're going to date a lonely girl, the first date should be the price of her monthly subscription.
I was coming around, whether if it was business, dating, it don't even matter, just male friends, it don't even matter. Everybody.
Yourself. Stupid. What are you talking about? There's dummy.
Because it's the way I'm representing myself. So I can't be mad of what it is that I'm doing or how people judging me or why nobody's taking me serious. And
okay,
you would really have to know me to know that, yo, I'm taking care of home, I'm taking care of this. Like, but don't nobody give a all of that. Nobody gives a really getting to know you and what you really dealing with. Nobody cares. They just want to judge you from the outside. I could be the best person in the world, but you don't give a you see his ass and titties. Like, you see a body and people just...
Well, that's all they see because that's what you're presenting, dude. If you're presenting that you're just a body online, selling yourself, then that's what people are going to, judge you as.
I was a stripper. I did. I live in my...
Yoinks.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
My truth. And
I live in my truth. I love this. You live in the streets.
I'm ashamed at the behavior I've done because I am now 28 years old. I'm actually 28 years on this earth. And I can say that I'm ashamed.
Good.
Because of a lot of different reasons. I can sit here and I can talk to women and explain to girls coming up and things. And I thought it was cool. I thought this is what I wanted to do. I thought this is how I wanted to live. But all these females that you guys look up to in the industry, that the media pushes you, they're all miserable. They have no peace. They cry every night. They are not happy with themselves. They hate themselves. So much so, they get surgeries and they try to fit themselves to be in something they're not. And they're never going to fulfill it because they're not fulfilled on the inside.
This is so true. She hit the nail on the head. This is so true. Because the thing is, the reality of it is loneliness is a lot like professional athletes. Most of them go broke because they mismanage their money, because they're around people that have a lot of money and spend a lot of money. There's a very small percentage of these people that are hyper successful. And the ones that are hyper successful, they get in, save their money, invest, and then get out. A lot of these women don't, though. Because when you're in the corn industry and work, you're essentially a degenerate when it comes to anything business. Like ethically, morally, in the business sense, you're a degenerate. It's no different than working at a strip club, or it's no different than, you know, being a drug dealer. They're kind of in the same realm. It's degeneracy. So you're around a lot of degenerates. Think about it. If you were a businessman working at a Fortune 500 company and you were a VP of sales, the type of people that you would be hanging out with is going to be completely different than Becky selling her booty online. It's going to be a whole different ball game with the professionals. Now, it may even be people that are making the same amount of money, but it's not going to be the same caliber. It's just like you're not going to be the same caliber of person unless you actually go and download free cash where you can play mobile games and do surveys and get money straight up. You can scan this QR code, you can click the link in the description, and you can go and play mobile games and get paid. If you sign up right now, I'll give you $10. $10 on me. Don't say I never did anything for you. Don't you sit there and say I've never done anything for you. And they have like a 4.7 rating on Trustpilot with over like, I think it's 200,000 reviews. This is a great way to get a little bit of extra beer money. I got guys from the Discord have made over $2,000. I had a guy in the comments the other day. I meant to save it. Maybe I saved it on my phone. I won't look it up right now. I won't waste your time. But this dude, he's like, Levi, I've been doing it a month. I've already made $25. Yeah, it's only $25, but it's a little bit of extra money doing something that you would already be doing, which is being on your phone. I know everybody's on their phone, even though a lot of you guys watch at home, which I appreciate. All right, let's take a pause for a cause and let's hop into the comments section from the last video. Last video was woke people are finally leaving America and it's backfiring. Here we go. This is from Doug Duncan. How about once they leave, they can no longer return to the U.S.? It's actually not a bad idea. America is not an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just leave. The one who went to Spain literally moved to colonizer country. It's so low IQ to cut off your friends because they voted different than you. Exactly, bro. I agree. I live in a small blue-collar town in northern Kentucky. It's great here. No woke nonsense. Everybody gets along. No real crime. There's people from all walks of life, various races, but never any problems. It's like we're back in the 90s when people got along and could joke with each other regardless of race, where neighbors still wave, strangers still respect each other. I'd recommend it to anyone. You can actually breathe and relax here. Dadgum, Kentucky sounds nice. That Madrid chick lied about €20 a week for food. Yeah, there's no way. She got exposed. I think there's a video of it, but I don't have time. If you want out, then sell your stuff and leave. America's not going to keep you if you want out. Find a place to go, sell your stuff, and move on. They don't make those signs. They're given out by organizations. Oh, yeah, that's true. It's talking about the signs that they make when they protest. $1,000 is not a lot in Spain. BS, very conservative. First thing that comes to mind to women with septum rings, there has to be something of the brain that goes through that area and causes damage when pierced. Okay, like you're saying the brain's connected to that. To that one lady trying to get a visa, move to a different country, all that. Why are you going through the whole legal process to move to another country when you were okay with people skipping all that and moving here illegally? What sense does that make? Comparing America to Spain is crazy work. Spain hasn't produced any of the world since the conquistadors, so yeah, they have time for naps. Oh my God. In Spain, people invade your property and there's nothing homeowners can do about squatters. I mean, there you go. There you go right there. Let's get this little kid a treat. And then some of you guys were in the comments talking about, Levi, what are some masculine fragrances? I'm going to put you on at the end of this episode. Loki, free. Sit. Shake. Wait. Free. gonna put you guys on at the very end of this episode. I've got a bundle actually that you can get on Amazon. So, and y'all know I'm always about the cheapies. I don't like spending a lot of money. I don't have one of the cheapies, but I do have the one that it's inspired of, and it smells really good. All right, let's get back into this craziness.
Do you regret ever starting on? Be honest.
I wish that there was a different way for me to be successful.
There is. Read a book.
There's plenty of different ways, though.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
it's the problem with this is these women put barriers in front of themselves and say, well, there's no other way I can do it. I just got to sell my body online. You didn't try hard at all. Bro, I posted every single day on YouTube for 9 months hoping that this was going to work. And now it's my full-time job, thanks to you guys. But if I would have stopped in month 3, month 4, month 5, I would never be here. I wouldn't be here right now. These women want instant gratification. They're not okay with delayed gratification.
but
Maybe harder, but
Where? Harder?
where I was, okay, it's all right. Well, given my life or whatever, and the opportunity being presented, it was the easiest way, and
There it is. It's always the easiest way.
well, not the easiest way, but I felt that I could definitely succeed in this, so I definitely went this route. But I am aware that there is major cons to being in the industry, and I personally would have preferred
You're
meeting
labeled as a 304 and no dude wants to take you serious. And now you've sold your youth, which are the best years of your life, for a bag only to just die alone.
my dream man who could have just taken care of me, and I didn't have to go this route because I believe that I will have problems finding a man, and of course
will.
I would have loved to just do that other route, but here
do
I am
you?
now, and I'm still happy in my choosing my life.
You're a liar!
And it's still exciting and fun, and
So you did it because you kind of gave up on finding a man that would take care of you?
no, it's because the opportunity would presented itself. It was exciting, it was
convenient.
convenient.
It was easy. Don't forget that word.
What did
I
you?
felt that I can get to the next level this way, so this is what I chose. But yeah, I would. It's not that I.
Are you
not that I.
content with the fact that your dream man will never want you back?
To be honest, my dream man would be open-minded to this. I feel.
love it. I love it. I love it. My dream man would be cool with me selling my body online. Here's the thing. If you really got with a guy that was your dream man, he wouldn't respect you enough to even get with you, honey.
like I go for a man. I want a man who's open-minded for something a little bit different than
Now, you want a man with an open checkbook, with an open wallet.
just a regular.
But you said a second ago that you
Yes,
would prefer
yes.
a controlling man, correct?
I do want to control it.
Okay, so you want a controlling man, right?
Correct.
Are you aware that these men never commit to women that are work? Period.
Right.
Period. Like, that's just not what we do. Like, our last names are more important than your happiness. Because if I myself with a certain type of woman, it's gonna my status. Why would I go with a girl that makes maybe $100K a month on? It's great and all, but I can just go get it. I make money already. I'm just gonna get a girl that won't.
Exactly. I don't think these lonely women realize that their money doesn't matter to us, like, at all. I don't care. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I don't care how much a woman makes. Doesn't matter to me. Because I'm going to make my own money. And I think a lot of men realize, and put a 1 in the chat if you agree with this, I think a lot of men realize that nobody's saving them. Nobody's coming to save you, chat. I don't know if anybody's told you that. If you're a man, maybe as a woman you can have somebody save you, but as a man, nobody's coming to save you, bro. Figure it out. That's just how it is.
I'm stepping back from doing.
Dude, so what shifted? What changed?
Over the past few months, I've become really unhappy and regretting certain decisions that I've made.
Yeah. Like regretting just like making that kind of content, or like just
there's so many different factors. The first one is my parents. It took a while for them to be proud of me. I don't think they like what I
How
did.
could you ever be proud of your daughter getting plowed on camera?
And that's like hard, not being able to talk to them about like my career.
Yeah, I mean, good on those parents, though. Ostracize these women.
I actually got into OnlyFans, and it was the kind of money that when you're 18 years old, you dream of. You're like, wow, I just made $30,000 overnight. This is freaking insane. Like when you're and you're a girl, you want to live this luxurious lifestyle. You want to be around all these fancy cars and all this money, and you want to have your own money. You want to be on yachts. You want to go do all this. And it's like, been there, done that, not it, don't do it. You're going to be left drained. You're going to be left feeling like terrible about yourself. Your soul's going to be gone. Like, God is the way, and like, there's going to be.
I always say a religious woman is a 304's final form. It's like, when Pikachu evolves into Raichu, these women, they're 304s and they evolve into just a religious woman, dude.
Tracks of that everywhere for the rest of my life. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would never, ever, ever do that. I don't care how much money I can make. The consequences and the things that come along with doing that, it's just terrible. And
the problem is we're selling it to women. That's the problem. It's like a get rich quick scheme. It's like the freaking it's like a timeshare for a boomer. You know what I mean? It's like a timeshare for a boomer. Like, they're like, all right, you turn 18, start your lonely. You can make all this money and be miserable for the rest of your life.
You would make her sad. And I feel like it's my fault a lot because...
Why is it your fault?
Well, because if I never got into like the entertainment space...
Did you hear this woman? Why is it your fault? Because you decided to do it.
I think that, my mother and my family would have a lot more respect. But because I wanted to do this, it dragged everyone down with me. And it just, I don't know. I think I just had to get that out. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, ask the question.
Do you regret starting? Yes.
That's true.
Every girl's like that, bro. That's fucked.
Every single girl is like that.
I want to find the part of me that feels like I'm worthy of something outside of this, and I'm still searching for that. So that will definitely be like my another.
Read a book. Go learn something.
Like another thing that I would like to do, because I feel like this is like my everything, and I don't necessarily want it to be, because I don't really support the internet necessarily. I think it's a terrible place.
No. The internet's a great place. It's just like saying a hammer's a bad thing. A hammer's a bad thing if you bash somebody's skull in. I agree. Hammers are bad. But a hammer's also really good for putting nails in wood. Very good. So it depends on how you're utilizing the tool that you have at your disposal. You're using this tool in a negative way. Exposing yourself, putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation, jeopardizing your future. These are things that I would not recommend. This is using this said hammer in this analogy in the wrong way. People like me use it to empower people, educate, entertain. To me, the internet is a great place. It depends on how you use it, though. For these women, they're not using it properly, so therefore they think it's a bad thing.
And it can make someone do and feel terrible.
Why do you think it's terrible? What do you feel like is bad about it?
I feel like it can just destroy someone's confidence. It can just make people feel
projection.
But for women, I am kind of in the middle in this gray area for that kind of stuff.
Bro, why does she look like an extra on The Grinch?
Do see as someone who was not on in that type of industry for a while. I am lucky that I did it before there was like proof. But it is something that you do kind of have to walk back a little bit. And I do still see people sometimes. They're never going to say anything to me, and I understand that. But it is this middle ground of like, do I regret it? No, not really. Do I wish I would have saved more of that money? Yes, definitely. And I do feel like there are ways, if you want to be in that industry, to do it in a safer way now than there was then.
There's no safe way. You're exposing yourself to the world.
Drinking tequila all day. Doing drugs all day, every day. Selling drugs. I started okay, I failed, but I started people would
at least she gave it a shot.
Look at me and be like, your life is unmanageable. And for me, the key was that I didn't feel that way. And I still look back, and this is how alcoholism and addiction is. I still am like, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I'm already forgetting the gory, nasty details of the shit I was doing when I was not sober.
I think we're going to see more and more women come out and feel this way, because I feel like 98% of the women that are on OF are not successful.
Shaking ass with nothing on or with clothes on or whatever they wanted to see, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
And if they ever were to try and push past that, I would just say
no, that's not where I go.
Yeah.
So boundary, that's pretty
yeah.
cool.
And I kept
Hey, can you make this cucumber disappear?
Yeah. I never went past it because I was so strong on that boundary that I was like, no.
Incredibly strong to be shaking your tuchus meat.
Not going to happen.
Right, self-awareness.
Yeah.
It's really big of you to be able to even step away from that world, though, knowing that you're getting X amount of how much money.
Yeah.
So that would have been hard to say goodbye to. I can imagine.
Why do these dudes simp so hard? Why do they simp so hard, dude? Why do they simp? You know what I mean? They're all, yeah, so you're just so strong for that. I'd be like, you're an idiot.
Why'd you do it then if you felt like it was not what you wanted to be known as?
Because money, 100%. And I just
ooh-wee, look what that money make a do.
Honestly, I had a lot of people talk me into it, and I don't regret it. I'm not saying, oh, this is the
You're
a liar! Worst decision of my life, because it made me a lot of money. It changed my life, but it just got to a point where it wasn't something I wanted to be doing anymore. I wanted to go towards...
Yeah, it's called growing up, and it's crazy when you sell your body online. You want to grow up out of nowhere, but you want the money to follow.
Do you think that has affected your self-esteem and how you feel about your body at all?
I was thinking about this question actually. I think that it has affected me. I don't think it's an entirely negative or positive sense. I think I like and enjoy obviously like being complimented on my appearance. Who doesn't? Like being uplifted, being told you're beautiful and then stuff like that. Like who doesn't like
But you're being told you're beautiful by underwater bridge trolls. Men that are simps. The simp-epidemic is the one up. These are the men that you wouldn't give a chance if they were the last men on earth.
that. Yeah. But I do think that there is a sense I have of like feeling like I need to maintain that, or it's like a reflection of my self-worth in a way. And I've realized that over the years, and I don't think that's healthy, but I think it's contributed slightly to that, to me feeling like I have to maintain this like physique, and I have to maintain my like, you know, my body and looking my peak physical form at all times. That's what I feel like I have to do.
Yeah, when you sell your body online and your product is your body, you should probably stay in shape, dude.
So I think it's affected me in that sense of really wanting to always look my best. And that possibly means I don't relax as much around food and stuff, because I feel like I have to just be my absolute best while I'm in this industry, and I'll relax later. I think I have a pretty healthy sense like with my body and eating and stuff. I did have a really bad eating disorder when I was so I think I can dabble in.
Next.
If you're impressionable and you're thinking about doing, please don't. Okay, like this is to all my fellow ladies out there who got sold this, you know, pipe dream that they can get famous off it, they can make all this money. And I know you're thinking of like Sophie Rain and all of those other girls, and now Piper Raquel, very unfortunately, who, you know, but they've made a killing, but they've made all this money.
Right, that's the top one. That's what I'm saying. There's only a few players in the NBA making LeBron James money. Not a lot of people are making $32 million a year, you know.
It is very rare to make that much money off of it, okay? And to make that much money
it's just like with YouTube. Like, so many people are like, I want to be a content creator. I want to make a lot of money. It's very difficult. And I do well. I've showed you guys my analytics. I do well, but I'm very smart with my money. As soon as I started making good money, I didn't inflate my lifestyle. I still wear Sheen shirts. I still live in the same house. I bought Loki a bed. I did buy him a bed. Upgraded some of my gear, but it was a tax write-off. But I didn't inflate my lifestyle. A lot of people would start making, you know, more money and be like, I'm going to Bali. I'm going to France. I've taken one trip since this, and that was New Orleans with. We haven't been on a trip since.
Of it. And, you know, the second you turn 18 to immediately become a millionaire, you have to have a cult following of people already built up that were basically waiting for you to do this. Okay. And I'm not disparaging them. Like, this is not something that like I'm coming on here and saying that like they're horrible and like all of them are bad people. Like, no, I mean, in all honesty, I feel very bad for them, but you're not the same as them. Like, you are not going to immediately become a billionaire the second you do it. In fact, most women who do it never end up making more than like a couple $1,000s at the very most. And for what? For what? Like, you are on the internet forever, and anyone who knows you, anyone who you love can find that very easily, okay? And you're thinking, what's behind a paywall? Nothing's ever really behind a paywall, okay? It is, but it isn't. Like, there are Discord servers and subreddits and so many areas of the internet where, like, that stuff gets posted for free, okay? So, please, like, if you're thinking of doing this because, like, the economy sucks and, like, the job market is horrible and you're just feeling, like, lost and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing in my life, you know, no. Like,
figure out another way, dude.
I paid my fair share of taxes last year, and I'm going to pay my fair share of taxes this year. I paid a ton in taxes last year. Like, I'm not like,
I don't even want to imagine how much your taxes are.
Oh my God. Like, it's
millions of
you don't even want to know.
but it's not like I'm not doing what I need to do. And I think he's just penalizing everyone who is on because he's not thinking about also the families who are doing this to get by.
Yeah.
There's people on
They act like this is like some honorable job, like they're working at a warehouse or a factory. You know, I had to go clock in at the mill. I had to go twerk my butt in some panties. It's not the same thing, dude.
only who aren't even doing adult content, and calling it a sin tax is just ridiculous in itself because what happened with separation of church and state.
Agreed.
Like, oh my God, like I could talk about this for hours. It's so annoying. But like, I don't know. It's stupid.
But you've had people reach out from like Democratic Party.
Oh yeah. Like they want me to like get into politics because he's a Republican. So obviously
that's the day. We have lonely girls getting into politics next.
I am not a perfect person.
Too long of a vid.
How often does an OnlyFans model, let's just say, goes broke, making all this
all the
money?
time?
Really?
Oh my gosh. And this is something I'm working on with my boyfriend, is to kind of educate girls on investing, especially when things are hot and you're making so much money. Like, put that aside, because in an instant it could all go away. And I kind of felt that way many times.
Dude, facts, dude. I as soon as my YouTube started doing well, I hired a financial planner. And I was like, yo, dude, I need to know what I need to do with my money. And I get an allowance every month of pretty much the money that I do make. But 50% of the money I make, I'm investing. 50%. More than 50%. Probably closer to 60% of the money I'm making every single month goes to investing. And then I save some for taxes. I've got a profit loss sheet so I can track how much money I'm making, all my different revenue streams. Because that's the one thing as a content creator that's tough, is tracking where everything comes from. Because, you know, you got the stuff with the free cash stuff, which, by the way, click the link in the description. You get $10 on me to play mobile games. And then there's stuff like the Connect with Me. You guys can call me or whatever, like if you guys want to chat. Like this thing right here, that's a revenue stream. The YouTube Clips channel, the Facebook channel, or the Facebook page. Dude, I'd have to look at the P&L sheet just to even know. There's a lot of different things, the merch, you know, stuff like that. So it's all different. All right, let's get into the cologne I was talking about. Okay, so there is a bundle on Amazon. I will link it below. But some of you guys were getting on to me. They're like, Levi, all these fruity scents, where's the masculine stuff? So I'm gonna put you guys on. This is a dupe of this Tafa Assad. This is a dupe of Dior Sauvage. It smells almost 1-to-1. I don't like Dior Sauvage. I'll be honest. It's a very masculine, musky scent, like kind of woody. I'm not a fan. I like the fruitier stuff. It's really hot here in Texas, so that's just what I like. But Latafa Assad, it's like a fifth of the price, so it's much cheaper. And then there's also, this is Latafa Fakra? Something like that. But it's basically YSL EDP. This one's a little like more green apple, bergamot, musky, woody. So this one's also a very masculine leaning fragrance. So if you guys want, they're in the description below. It's basically Assad and then the dupe of this from Latafa in a bundle, and I think it's like $50. These are very masculine scents. So, and Dior Sauvage, by the way, I think it's like the #1 scent right now. And if you want Creed Aventus, you could also do Creed. Here, let me grab this real quick. So, Creed Aventus has another one. Club de New Intense Men. I do believe there's another one. I accidentally bought the bottle of this. I don't like Creed Aventus, I'll be honest. One of you guys actually sent it to me. Shout out to you. Not a huge fan. Ugh, I just don't. And especially Club de News, you got to wait for it to macerate, however you say it, but it's very alcohol leaning forward. This is by Armaf too, which I love Armaf. It's a great perfume house. But I don't like Creed Aventus. Not my it's just too musky, and maybe you want to call it masculine. A lot of people say they get a lot of compliments with this. I don't like it. Doesn't like it, so I don't wear it. But this is a dupe of Creed Aventus that's like maybe $40. So it's, you know, but that's up to you. If I was you guys, I would go with the YSL EDP, like green apple, bergamot, musky, woody, and then second I would go with the Latafa Assad. But the Club de New, I just don't like. I would say order a sample of it. It's not blind buy safe. You need to like look at it, because I am not a fan of that fragrance. Like even smelling it right now, it smells like Do you remember back in the day when people would have like those dried poopery or whatever you call it? That's what it smells like to me. I don't like the scent. Maybe older guys would like it, but I just really don't like it. Ain't that right, Lokes? Ain't that right, buddy? He's like, you're stupid. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.